So girls,
30 minutes of friends talk about everything that matters to women. Welcome to the lounge.
Yeah.
But I just got judged and shamed for my time, screen time.
Yeah. What was the time?
But it was pretty, no, mine is really low on a day.
So
Like,
low.
it's 1 hour, 22 minutes in a day.
So low to the extent
It's
that the
impossible.
fact that you replied to me and took 3 minutes out of that 1 hour, you're forever
22
like
minutes,
honest.
please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like honestly, highly respected.
Because
Now I feel super special. Because
yes,
if I'm on my phone for 1 hour and 30 minutes, I'm not replying to anyone.
that what happens. That's why I replied to you,
Yeah.
because you're the only one who I replied to that. I swear,
Wow.
you and my mom, because I needed something for my mom.
That's it.
That was it.
That's
I'm
it.
just too tired.
Yeah.
I swear, and I feel like holding my phone, it really drains me. So I do my best to like hold that energy throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't really use my phone a lot. So I just keep it. And then at the end of the day, I'll be that 1 hour and 22 minutes, I'm on Pinterest.
I love that.
Checking pictures and getting inspiration, which that cannot be applied to my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do.
Usually I would use my phone and like, unfortunately, I would say that in different meetings, and I'm not that interested in listening, or it takes too long that the meeting would never end. So I would be using my phone, or before, let's say, sleeping, or and sometimes in the spare time. This is the only time. My average is fine. It's around like 7 hours and a half.
In a day.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
in a week, not in a
What
day.
do you mean?
Yeah.
Literally, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like in a day, it's around 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the average is like 7 hours and a half, 8 hours.
Well.
In a day.
Yeah. It depends.
Okay.
If I was that free and I don't have that kind of busy day, I would use my phone more often.
Okay.
Well.
If I had that kind of busy day, I wouldn't use my phone.
Yeah,
Sounds
that makes
solid.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. I feel like you just have issues.
I'm just
You're
saying
like
that.
averaging out there, and then I have issues, but we're on different ends of the
Levels, okay.
spectrum of
Yeah.
issues. So I will confess for myself and our great producer Aziz, me and him are on the other side of the spectrum. So we're talking 9 hours plus, and my screen time is down 30% this week. So it's 9 hours on a daily basis, not on a weekly basis.
Doing what?
While it's down. Okay, so now a lot of confessions are gonna come, but you can't use this against me in the future. If I'm not using my phone while communicating with you or having a conversation with you, I
Yeah.
hope you know I heard nothing you said.
Okay.
So unless I think it's like part of being ADHD, unless I'm doing something, I can't hear you. So the moment I'm just looking at you, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm completely tapped out. That's why I cannot do movies. Like I cannot sit in a movie hall in a cinema. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can't really use my phone. I can't do much. I still use my phone, but I mean, there's not much I can do. I just need to stay put and watch, and I can't do that. So that's why my phone is used a lot. But as soon as I get home, that's when I'm not using my phone.
Okay.
So because I don't need to be talking to anyone, I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, that's when I genuinely don't reply completely. And then while I'm falling asleep, again, because I can't just do one thing, you know, so I can't just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Something needs to be happening. A TV is too much commitment for me. And it also stresses me out because it's
Yeah.
going to go to the next episode and I'm going to miss things.
Yeah.
So that's when my phone comes back into play while it's on like sleep mode. I put something to watch, like probably something on TikTok, for example, where it's fast videos, it's background noise, and like that, I'm stimulated enough to be able to focus on falling asleep.
But they always say in a study that the worst thing to do is before you sleep, holding your phone, and
Yeah.
that's when you wake up, you hold your phone and see what kind of notifications and difference you have, I think.
I guess, but that
You know
differs though.
what?
If,
Yeah.
like, for example, I'm going to talk from an ADHD point of view. It's completely different because if you switch off everything for us, we go crazy.
I was just gonna ask if you have ADHD.
Yeah. If you have ADHD, you can't. So if everything stops, there isn't noise, my phone's not happening, there isn't anything, I cannot sleep at all. I'm up for the next 6 hours. You know what I mean? I already need so much to go on for me to be able to fall asleep. I know I need to be in bed like 2-3 hours before I actually fall asleep. Using my phone when I wake up, I don't need to. I don't care about that. That's when I get up and do my coffee, check on my cat, and do those things and just do my morning routine. But to fall asleep, usually, if my phone is not there, it's over for me. or a TV or something. Something has to be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Because like I had a doctor, because I have I have an issue with insomnia for quite some time.
Yeah.
It was really tough for me to fall asleep. So my doctor was like, and I told him I shouldn't be having my phone on me the whole time because I won't be able to like you know, all the radiation, or whatever they say,
Yeah.
you know, the blue light and all
Right.
that, all kind of light.
You can
all
now
kind
put
of
on the
light.
sleep light where your display is warmer.
I don't really care no
Also,
more.
yeah, if anyone's trying to tell you it's bad for you, there's ways around it.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And then like my doctor was like, no, it does not work for everyone.
Yeah.
For my situation, he was like, if you're gonna force to sleep, you're not gonna be able to sleep. So you need that. And for me now, that's what I do.
Exactly.
Like I have to like move around till I'm really tired. Even if I'm at home,
Yeah.
I just keep on talking. So I would
Exactly.
make myself
Wow.
tired. And then the minute I'm in my bed, I can't sleep, even though my eyes are
Yes.
shutting. But my brain would not allow me to sleep. So I have to put my phone, scroll Instagram for like a couple of seconds, and I'm all out. But I have to have that. It's just like to like doze me off, because with that I just sit in my bed till like 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
Wow.
That's
I'm
the
not
That's
doing
what
work.
happened. If I wanted to sleep and I kept on holding my phone and checking like different apps and so on, I wouldn't sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
It happens to
Because
a lot of people.
if
That's
you
what
don't
sleep.
have sleep issues,
Yeah.
it would be distracting you. It's
Yeah.
it's the complete opposite. So it's very different for different people. Like I know most normal people that are not dealing with insomnia, neurodivergence, or any type of, I don't know, anything going on, you should be able to just put your phone and be able to sleep on demand. I always say I cannot sleep on demand.
Yeah.
Since I was a child, it's nothing new. It's not a surprise. I cannot sleep on demand.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but I totally get it because, for example, today I only had half an hour of sleep. That was my entire night's sleep. And that's it. And I know I'm going to get home dying to get to my bed. And I know I'm going to get home. I'm going to be restless. I'm not going to be able to sleep. And I'm going to be up till the AM. So, yeah. But thank God for our gadgets most of the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think me and Aziz, our producer, need to work on our issues. I think he's doing 13 hours. I'm doing a bit better than him. Yes, I am a
Are you
bit under.
joking?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And you have some
Yeah.
issues using your phone, I think, per week.
I don't have any issues. What are you talking about?
She's not using it
What do you
at
do
all.
for the rest of the day?
I'll tell you. So I already wake up late,
Mm-hmm.
right?
This is one of the reasons, because you're sleeping more hours.
No, because I work at night.
Yeah.
So my
So you're
work
up late.
is actually
Yeah.
night. I don't do anything in the morning. I shoot most of the time at night.
Yeah.
So that's why my schedule is really messed up. So when I get back, I'm already asleep around 2 to 30 because I get back home at 1 sometimes. And then right here I wake up at 11. Or like
Yeah.
sometimes I force it, I wake up at 9 just
Yeah.
to like go to work, just to like allow it. But then I don't even use my phone because I'm too grumpy in the morning. And I
Right.
just need, and I've realized like there's so much distraction. There's distraction like music or whatever. I'm already overwhelmed. So driving to work, coming back, that's like my meditation.
Wow.
So yeah, and then like I chill my family for lunchtime, and then I need another nap to rest.
Right.
And then I wake
That's
up
why
and
she doesn't use her phone.
yeah,
She
and
keeps
then
on sleeping.
right here where I wake up and I have to run to work, which is to come here.
Yeah.
So I'm
Exactly.
already ready.
That's
So
why you don't
during
use
that,
it.
yeah, that's why I don't have really time. And then
Yeah.
at night, it's the only time like me resting after I have my dinner and I'm laying. I need to check my phone a little bit and then I fall asleep.
That is so true.
Yeah, because I'm
Right.
too tired and I need the energy. Because if I check my phone, my energy is gone.
Definitely.
So for me, being away from it is just me saving energy so I can perform here and talk to you guys.
That is exactly what happened to me yesterday. Just now, before we started filming, when I checked my screen time, it said that yesterday I had 3 hours and I think 50 minutes. And it was like 90% down from my daily like average. And it makes sense because I woke up super late yesterday. All I know is I ran into the shower, ran straight to my routine, ran to the ministry, did my 2 live episodes, and obviously cannot use my phone. Ran here just to get straight into filming and then left at midnight.
Yeah.
So it adds up. By the time I got home, changed, packed for the next day, whatever, was in bed at 3 a.m., slept at 7. Those were the 4 hours I used my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that is
kind
so
of
true.
app do you use?
Yeah.
Pinterest.
Pinterest, yeah.
I just love looking at pictures and I find people beautiful and I keep on checking and everything.
She loves seeing beautiful.
Yes, and since we're talking about beautiful things, let's just go for a quick break and we'll be right back.
So I feel like we spoke about our dynamics with our phones, when we use them, why we use them, but what apps do you use? I feel like that's always a sneaky question, and I always want to know what everyone's up to.
Yeah.
What are you using? What are you on the whole time? If you're not texting someone, what are you doing on your phone?
Well, to be honest, most of the apps that I would be using more often into Instagram, because I would use an Instagram to know different things, whether we're talking about news, whether we're talking about different new tips, different things that are happening around the world, or different things that are happening around here. So I think this is the most of the application that it would be up to date, knowing different things, and at the same time, I choose what to see, you know, like different than any other kind of application in order, like having the reels follow each other. And sometimes it's really annoying while scrolling down, having different reels with some apps that I really don't rely on. So I think Instagram is more, it's like, it has its own people.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you?
I agree. Okay, I have so many categories when it comes to my apps. Okay, so I love watching series to start off. Love it. So to be able to watch the series, again, back to my ADHD, I need to be doing something on my phone. So we have two parts of the night while we're watching series. We have the play games to be able to concentrate and watch my series and know what's happening, or check my favorite stores that I shop at. So yeah, it's hilarious. So it's either games, or I'm on different brands online, creating my orders, doing my wish lists,
Keeping them in the
curating.
cart for a week, or 2 a month, it depends.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
go to
it
more
depends
often.
on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Depends
It's
on the
so
budget,
true.
depends on my
True.
mood, and depends if, you know, sometimes you know what buyer's remorse is, right? So I completely believe in that before even buying something. So I would keep something and see how I feel about it the next day, and see if there's something new
So
after.
true.
And it keeps me so up to date. So I'm doing my favorite thing. I'm watching my series, but I'm also up to date on what's in the stores, helps me for my life, my events, my special occasions, and I'm ready to come to work.
I love
All at the
that.
same time. So I have these apps to just be able to unwind at night. But during the day, for me, I would check Instagram here and there. TikTok is exclusively to fall asleep. It's for nothing else. So I only use it, literally open it late at night, put it right there, put my head on the pillow. What else? I feel like I'm a browser person too. I am on the browser a lot.
True.
What do you search about?
Everything. You
You
could say something right now. I'm looking it up.
Is it because of the questions that you get at night?
I just have a lot of questions all the time.
You know what? Because I do the same at night. I just have a lot of questions. Like you could be saying, why does your eyes switch like that? I'm searching about it at night. I'm making sure, yes. And I'm walking, ChatGPT gave me all this stuff.
That one I was
Amazing.
gonna say just now.
Yeah, I love it so much. And for me, I love a good, okay, so I separate it, right? So I go to on Pinterest first, and then I like to look at all the inspirations that, again, I cannot apply to my life. So, and then I create my mood board because I just like to look at things, right?
I love that.
And then, yeah, and then I keep on looking at it. I'm like, oh my God, this person's pretty, this whatever. And then I put it all in one like collage. I made a collage. And then later on, I go straight to Instagram. And then I try to find something funny to look at, but there's nothing funny to look at. So I leave it, right? And then I go straight to ChatGPT. And then I tell ChatGPT about my issues. So this is, girl, I saved a lot of money. I don't have to go to a therapist.
You don't need to pay a therapist.
I think a lot of people are using ChatGPT.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a problem. I'd be going through this, and they're like, "Do you have a pattern, girl? You need to watch."
You have a new friend.
ChatGPT, yes. And then I'd be like, "I have the situation. I need to lose 6 kilos this month. What can I do?" And they will give you solutions. But again, you need to go to someone who's specialized. Please do not do the things that I'm doing. Take care of yourself. But I just enjoy having questions. And I have plenty. Yeah, especially like, I don't know why, but the nighttime for me, all the questions come to me. They crawl to me. And I'm like,
I love it.
I look them up.
And it's perfect.
True.
Yeah.
What about video games? Do you use any kind of video games?
Like the games on the phone. Yeah. That's how I'm watching my series.
I used to do that before.
Yeah,
I used
told
to
you.
do that before, like long time
playing
ago.
games to be able to like watch my series, because I don't want to shop 24/7.
Yeah.
Depends
And
on
there's
what
a lot
mood
of
I'm
people,
in.
you know, they would be like playing games and they would be working, or they would be playing games during sitting somewhere. I don't know. I feel it's so annoying. I used to do that back then.
Yeah.
When it was a trend of in COVID, usually we used to have nothing to do other than playing games.
Yeah.
So I think it was
So
something
true.
interesting.
True.
Yeah.
You know, my brother, he does that.
Yeah.
It's like whenever he needs a quiet night,
I'll
he's
refer him
playing
to my doctor.
games. And he's and you know what? There's like a full audience and I didn't know about it.
No, I'm not playing the real stuff. Like I'm not.
The cute ones on the phone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I use
Like
the
having
ones
a
on the
farm.
phone.
Do you remember the game farm where I used to check on it at night and I'm like my apple.
I never
ready to
played
eat.
it.
Well, yeah.
Never.
Girl,
Yeah,
I
no.
love collecting apples. I don't know what. I thought I was an actual farmer.
I would be collecting all sorts of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to, and the thing is, when I'm out of series, my games don't see me in a very long time. Series are back on and back on my games. But it's a whole situation. It's a whole
It is
situation
a whole
just to
situation.
be able to like watch series or fall asleep. But I feel like that's why there's a massive variety of apps. It caters to our needs, what we want, what we don't want. And it's great to know how we use our phones.
Yeah.
It is so true. I just also, you know what? I like watching movies as well.
Yeah.
Movies are really helpful. But then the problem with movies, you start snacking, and in the middle of the night, you're just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Over
and
for
then,
you.
and then after the snack, I'm willing to order something to eat as well because I get excited.
Oh, I
And then
love
the
that.
movie, and I always love watching like the thousands movies
Okay.
because it's just nostalgia, and it makes it easier for me to fall asleep.
I
So
love
I just
that.
like to watch that and then be on my phone again, and then I'm shopping on the other end because again I am too I always need something to wear.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm always shopping online.
Exactly,
I'm always adding things to my cart, and then I fight myself. Do you know why? Because when I go to my cart and then I find someone already took the item,
I'm
and
angry.
the item is gone, I'm angry, and then I make myself angry at night. So I'm not sleeping anyways.
Exactly.
That's why you need to check out easily.
Exactly.
And I think nowadays a lot of us use different kind of applications since you have mentioned shopping. I think it's more easier for us, even shopping online, whether we're talking about grocery or any other thing. I think it's more easier. The easiest thing to do
Definitely.
and the best thing to do is creating any kind of app that we need, whether we're talking about pharmacies or grocery
That is so
or
true.
shopping online. I don't know if there's any other apps that are created that
Everything's
would be
possible.
amazing.
Yeah.
Everything is possible. That's
Everything's
so true.
possible. Literally, I love it. And we're able to do everything, honestly. Like,
But that's a problem though.
yeah, I know. I've gotten really lazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
I
life
wasn't
is
like
really
that.
busy outside, you know?
No,
Like you
let's be
prefer,
real, let's be real.
you
Like,
always
you're not in
prefer
New York
staying at
City.
home.
You
You
know?
always prefer staying at home, right? You always prefer staying at home.
I
So
wasn't
the
like
easiest
that.
thing-
I wasn't like that.
I
yeah.
wasn't like that. I'm telling
It
you.
was
when-
COVID.
it
COVID was the
after
turning
that.
point.
It is so true. I wasn't like that. I was the most active person ever. I was always in the street. I was always working out. I'm always cooking. I'm
I
always
would
cleaning.
overbook myself.
Yes.
My plans would overlap.
It
was
is so
hilarious.
true. And I would still attend both, girl.
I'd attend 4 at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like at
Absolutely.
the same time, I still don't have an explanation. Now I have one plan and I'm canceling on it.
Absolutely. And that's why I have my phone to like take care of me.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm on the apps. And that's why I'm napping as well because my phone is right
Exactly.
here. And the minute I wake up, my phone is I'm grabbing it
Yeah,
immediately.
definitely.
And then again, that's the issue. And I became
Things
very
are
lazy.
different. That's the thing. Before, if I needed something, I would like go
You
to the
would go,
grocery
yeah.
store and that would be something. And I'd be getting my steps in. Now I'm not getting my steps in. I'm not going anywhere.
But
I do
sometimes
not
it's
know.
more helpful. Let's say
Yeah.
you're down at work and you need to order something.
Yeah.
For example, if you have kids
It
at
is so
home
true.
or you need to
100%.
deliver to someone, let's say, for example, sending different flowers or sending
Oh, that's
different, I
perfect.
don't know,
That is-
different food.
Because
Or,
even before the apps, I'm not hand delivering flowers to anyone.
Oh, I used to
That's not
love
happening.
getting flowers for people.
Seriously.
Oh yeah. I would go like
No,
an hour
but, like,
earlier, get the bouquet.
Come
and-
on.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I would do that
Yeah.
if that person was really close to me or I want to deliver that message into
But
a
it was
person. But
different.
yeah.
At that time, like they would actually like let you know, oh, by the way, someone got this and they're celebrating already. So there is a day for a meeting.
yeah.
Now there is
no.
no. They just announce that that happened and you're good.
And then people
You just
start
send a
sending
message, you know
stuff
what
to
I
the
mean?
house.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I just love going to people's houses. That's
don't-
chill.
See, the thing is, God forbid, like my friends have an istiqbal where someone gave birth or someone
a
got
reception, I
married.
hate
It
it
is over
too.
for me. It is over for me.
The
I don't
easiest
like
thing to
that.
do is open an application and send her flowers.
Exactly.
No,
So
I will
that's what I do.
go.
I will never go. I will always send you
I
the
hate
biggest
it.
and nicest bouquet, but I'm never showing up.
No, really?
Yeah,
I
no.
hate it, but I still show up because I just like seeing
I'll show up in
people.
private, just me and you.
Girl, ain't nobody wants to see you after delivering a baby.
So how about we stick to the flower delivery? How about that?
Yeah, you know what? Do that.
We
Absolutely.
have a deal.
Yes.
So now you're not gonna turn around in a few years and be like, you never had it.
No, actually, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna be like, "Why you're not here, Rita?" Because I want you to be around. But because of that, I need to actually, I need a break. Let's just go for a quick break.
So I'm someone that detoxes all the time, from people, from my phone, from everything, from apps. How do you deal with detoxing from your phone? And like, did you choose to detox or were you forced to detox? That's the important part for me to know.
Well, I had a full book about social media and phone detox, and I swear to God, don't look at me. I found it at the airport though, and that was before COVID, and I was taking things super seriously to the point where, like, you talk about, like, the screen, the time screen, of screen time shaming was real because I was shaming myself. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it reached 10 hours or this. So I used to take detoxing extremely seriously. So you're talking about, I had to like drop my phone for a whole month without looking, delete all the social media apps.
Yeah.
Whole month. And I was struggling. When you talk about like an addict, I was genuinely an addict. I was grabbing my phone every single 5 minutes. I couldn't even stand the idea of me not texting anyone. I couldn't stand, but I had to do it in order for me to function as a human.
Yeah.
And then I switched to putting a curfew. Genuinely after like 8, I'm not touching. Yeah, that was back at the time, girl. I'm not doing
Okay,
it now.
sure.
I had like, I
Says
wouldn't
the girl
touch
that
it.
uses her phone for 3 hours. No, 1 hour. Oh.
No, because now I'm too tired. I'm telling you, there's a switch. And then a curfew, 8, I'm not touching my phone. And I would put it somewhere else because like I would be scared. Like they used to have like this saying where it's like the phone has so much radiation, you don't want it next to your head. It's not good for. I used to put it away and like I would put like an alarm and I'm good to go. Now it doesn't work for me because I didn't even touch my phone. The hours are pretty low anyways.
Because you're sleeping much enough.
Yeah, because I sleep
She
a
is
lot.
sleeping.
And also I do have like sleeping like insomnia, so I really cannot sleep on time as much as I try. And no matter how early I am in my bed, I still have a hard time. So sometimes phone really helps me out. I try to read, but I can't focus. I don't have the energy to focus no more. And I swear, I'm telling you, I am on the verge of retiring, even though I'm 27 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't have
Whatever makes it.
By 30s, it will
I
be
also
different.
yeah.
Thank you.
By 30s, yeah. I think you're not gonna use your phone anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, give it a year.
Give it a year.
Give it a
We'll
year.
try. To be honest, I think with detoxing, I wouldn't do that before sleeping because at the end of the day, I wake up really early. So mostly by 11 and so on, or 12, I'll be really sleepy and I would go really easily to bed. Unless if I was really stressed out or I had like something on mind or I'm thinking a lot of things, yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep. But besides sleeping, detoxing, I always plan throughout the day from time to time, which I don't use my phone. But the only thing I would do that is by when I travel. So when I travel, I'll be like, I don't use my phone. I want to disappear.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, like not knowing about anyone. You know when like you're in a room or let's say you're on an island and there's no one around you, this is the only time I feel like I don't use my phone.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
100%. Most of my trips are not going to be on social media. You're not going to see it. I'm not going to post it.
Until you come back.
Not even sometimes. Keep it as private as possible.
I love
As
that.
private as possible, to be completely honest. I also did the most to disconnect my job from social media. And everyone's like, if you're in the media, big part of it is social media. And I'm like, no. Unless you connect those two worlds, they don't need to be connected. And the only reason my profile is public because I don't want no one like trying to force themselves into my profile. So it's public because I have nothing to hide and I don't care. But at the same time, I'm not like trying to be an influencer or trying to connect my job to social media. So it makes it super easy for me to just tap out of Instagram and all the other apps at any moment. So usually what brings me back is the social pressure, my mom. In my mom's head, what I noticed, in her head, if I'm not on Instagram, I'm depressed.
Wow. Yeah.
Right? And I like honestly, when I'm not on Instagram, I'm not depressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she kind of starts getting annoyed by the 3rd week. She's like, go back on Instagram. I don't feel like you're okay. And I'm just like, whatever, I'll just go back. If that's gonna get you off of my back, I'm gonna reactivate my profile. But I do this thing where, you know, you can like go on your settings, on your network settings, and then you can like switch off the network for apps. So I do that all the time. So if I don't want my mom to find out that I'm detoxing from social media, I do that and I'm never on the app. Ever on the app. I already never reply to DMs. I already never reply to comments. I already only like, barely ever post. So yeah, no, detoxing is so important for me. I do still need my phone because neurodivergence and everything, but I am not like using the apps. I'm not connecting with the world. I'm just using it as something to like keep my mind stimulated, to keep me busy, to keep me connected to what I'm trying to do or to fall asleep. But yeah, no, I think
But I think
detoxing social
nowadays,
media
I
is
think it's
important.
really hard for us. We're so addicted to our phones. And I think we're having this issue with the new generation. They're more addicted into their phones
Yeah.
because the whole time they're using their apps. But I think we need to reach into a point that we need to have that kind of day or that kind couple of days, let's say, or a week detoxing that we manage to stop using our phones
Yeah.
that much. Because when you get addicted to something, it's like you're having different issues, you know, because at that time, as you have mentioned, that you don't check your phone or every 5 minutes you need your phone. So like we're having issues here. So I think we need to do that from time to time in order to have
Definitely.
like healthy lifestyle and mentally healthy.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think it's also, if we're going to be doing detox from like time to time, and you know, there's like an issue, a detox wouldn't solve the issue
No.
because it's the same pattern. But it
need
is
to
true for a good
disconnect
period of
from
time
it.
to disconnect. Yeah. Like if you're going on a trip or something, amazing. It
Yeah.
would definitely clear up everything. But if I think because we reached a level where it's so addictive that you would see yourself like picking the phone, checking for no reason, and no one texted you, girl.
Of course.
You know, no one
Definitely.
The phone lights up with a different
Yeah,
app having different
exactly.
notifications.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You just want to feel safe. And right where I think you need to create this sense of detachment.
Yeah.
It's more of creating a balance. So even when you do a detox, it's not really hard. Even if you're letting go of your phone for 1 hour, it's not really hard. But if you have a problem with you holding your phone everywhere and you would feel like extremely unsafe, you just need to learn how to balance it out. You need to learn to detach from your phone in order for you to have like a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
I think the only reason that really helped me to drop that is me being tired. And I want to thank life for that. Genuinely.
Or being busy.
I'm
or
not
sleeping.
busy. Yes, and exactly. See, and that's the reason why I'm grateful for life, because I am just tired,
Definitely.
and that's why I feel like even the people around me, they understand now, because it's hurt so much that even my mom, she's like, "You're tired, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go." I programmed the
exactly.
people
Yeah.
all around me,
To
so
know
it's
that
just,
you're tired.
Thank
And
you.
to expect that you're tired. I feel like
exactly,
that's really
and that's the
important.
only way for me to detach from my phone.
Definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think being busy is much easier because they always say,
Yeah.
keep yourself always busy with things that you love
But
or
that's
creating. No, keeping yourself busy, let's say with work
Yeah.
and so on, you would have that kind of healthy
Mhm.
life in order to enjoy the moments you're doing. You
Mhm.
wouldn't be able to be stressed out or thinking or checking your phone and so on.
True.
I think being busy is much easier.
It's
That is
really
so true.
important.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I feel like we're always going to have this attachment to our phones because
true.
now with social anxiety, and by the way, like even statistically, a lot of people have social anxiety after going through COVID and being in quarantine and all of that. So our phones do bring discomfort, but we just need to learn how to disconnect from it. But I think now is a great time to disconnect from our gathering for this evening and, of course, wrap up.